FTB lag. What's happened? Thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. All right. I'm almost ready. I am ready. I'm ready to party. Here we go. I'm gonna do the daily problem first, and then I'll do the bi-weekly virtual contest. When did I saw this one? Not too long ago, man. Very recent. Steven LF, what's poppin'? How you doing, man? Alright, let's do this daily. Minimum distance between three equal elements, part 2. You're given an integer array nums. A tuple ijk of 3 distinct indices is good if nums I equal nums j equal nums k. The distance of a good tuple is the absolute distance between each of those ij, jk, and ki, where the absolute distance of x denotes the absolute value of x. Return an integer denoting the minimum possible distance of a good tuple. If no good tuple exists, return -1. Harsh, what's happening? What's poppin'? All right. Wait, what's this problem asking? So we gotta find something where the number is at least 3 times in the array. Do you remember me? Man, do I remember you? Maybe. You gotta remind me. I feel like a lot of people with their name come around here. Maybe you don't like how I used to say your name, yeah? I don't know. All right, here we go. So, wait, why is it 6? Minimum distance is achieved by 0 to 3. And then, oh, you're adding all the distances, I see, between all of them. So I gotta find, like, the previous one and the next one. Wait, let me look at the constraints. Hey, Leet Whale, what's poppin'? How you doing? It's been a year. I'm following you, joining live and doing coding side by side, although I can't chat. I see. Oh, finally got my job. Congratulations, man. That's big news. Hey, did I say what's up, Lee Whale? I'm pretty sure I did. Hey, Steven LF, I saw you on that, man. I'm not gonna lie. I did. All right, so we're talking about, let me log in. Why am I not logged in? It's crazy talk. We're talking about Type Blazor daily challenge. Wait, are we talking about the daily challenge? Who knows? Or yesterday's daily. Any typing challenge today? I do it every day, man. Hey, when did you get your job? Did you already start? How's it going? Man, yesterday I was killing it. Anyways, we gotta do this daily problem for LeetCode. Minimum possible distance of a good tuple. How do you do this, man? Oh wait, the main leaderboard. Dang. You've dusted me on the big leaderboard. I don't even know where my name is. I'm all the way down here. 111. 118. Very good. It's right up there with Q. Alright, so for this problem, man, I feel like we're looking for... What are we looking for? Man, so many people did it, and I did it too. But maybe I'm thinking it's super simple, but first I'm thinking I would put every number in nums and all the indices that each num appears at. So I'll probably do like some type of map. And then maybe on each of those you run like a 3-window sliding window. And then you calculate. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because you need at least 3 numbers, right? So, and you just run that 3 thing all over, and then you take the minimum of the absolute distances between them. Just want to tell you, when I joined your live for the first time, I thought, why this guy came every day and do live every day? Then I thought, let's start my coding journey. So yeah, I got motivation from you, and now I'm working for Accenture. Dang, big bumping, man. Congrats. That's a big time job. Big corporate job. But yeah, that's all it takes is just everyday dedication, and you get these silly LeetCode problems. You learn how to code. You get the job, man. I'm very happy for you. I'm cooking. Yeah, all right, LeetWhale. That's what I would do, but I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. So I'm very curious what I did. I can't even remember what my solutions 6 weeks ago were. But I will try and implement that. So I'm saying I'm about to map every number to all of the indices that it appears at. So now I iterate through each index, I put it in the map, and then I push back the index I. And then I guess I'll iterate over that map. So what's in this map? It's the number and it's the index. Actually, it's not the index. It's the indices. Indexes. Right? And I guess we can be like, do we have to say this? Or maybe I can just iterate from I equals 2, because that means at least 3 elements will be in there. Should I just say something like this? What am I doing here? And I'm checking the back 3. So I'll just copy this formula, right? Steven, saggy ball, what's happening, man? How you doing? Man, is this how you solve this problem? Here we go. Let me finish it up. How am I gonna finish it though? Oh, I need this formula here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll call this K, so it's more true to this thing. And I'm gonna be like I equal K minus 2, J equal K minus 1. And then I'm just gonna copy this thing, man. And I'm gonna be like that. And then I take the minimum of those. This is the first thing that came to my mind. But I'm uncertain, man, because I don't remember ever doing this problem 6 weeks ago. So let's see if I can even solve it first before I look at my old solution. All right, maybe not. Maybe something else is wrong. So the distance, maybe I'm doing some other funky stuff. All right, because I would expect this to be 0, 2, 3. Harsh. See you later, man. Congratulations on your job. Go enjoy. You don't have to do these LeetCode problems for a while. Go chill. Maybe I have the K's. It's supposed to be IJK, right? IJK. Oh. Wait. Am I tripping? Because here they have I minus J in this formula. And they got 0, 2, 2, 3. Do I need to see out some stuff? Did I mess up somewhere else? I, J, K. Who knows what's going on, man? Been vibe coding too much. That's what's been going on. I forget how to code 0, 1, 2. How's that so crazy? 0, 2, 3. That's what it's supposed to be. You know what, man? This is silly. It's the dang Jesus Christ. It's the indexes of those things, man. Right? Yeah. For sure it is. Anyways. Oh yeah, and then if we didn't find anything, return -1. There we go. All right. Let's see what we did the last time. All right, we did the same thing. Dang, how come I don't remember this problem then? I think my memory's going, guys. Alright, alright. What's my wrong answer? What's your take on the LeetCode drama? There's LeetCode drama? Oh, this was my first attempt. I did some funky stuff the first time, and then I tightened up with the correct. Ain't no thing as no LeetCode drama, man. Where's my hat, though? That's what I want to know. All right, should we do the bi-weekly virtual? Hey, Elite Whale, you take the bi-weekly virtual, man? Or nah? Should we do it? I gotta do it, man. Easier than usual. You sure about that? Yeah, what's the T, man? Brent, what's happened? I don't think there's any LeetCode drama. Steven Sagaball just likes to talk some nonsense. Alright. Wait, lock in and you'll see. I know you're about to say something, man, about how I'm always roasting you. Well, anyways. Alright, what's the LeetCode drama, man? You gotta tell us. Here we go. Virtual contest about to start. Elite Whale says it's easier than usual. Q1, traffic signal color. You're given an integer timer representing the remaining time in seconds on a traffic signal. The signal follows these rules. Timer equals 0, signal is green. At 30, it's orange, and if the timer is between 30 and 90, it's red. Return the current state of the signal. If none of the above conditions are met, return invalid. This is kind of like a type blazer. Oh, that's a type blazer sound, actually. I just heard. Championship about to. Can I just type it like that, man? Red. Invalid. Alright, I'm gonna just send it. Hopefully I don't get a wrong answer. It'd be embarrassing, man. Alright, easy. Whew. Word. High potential. What's poppin'? Was just thinking to myself, where has Simon been today, man? I don't really stream on weekends like that during the day. Like, I take the weekends off unless it's for LeetCode contest. All right, Q2. Count digits. Oh, wait. Should I do Q2 or should we do Type Blazer Championship Race, man? We gotta do Type Blazer Championship Race. Look at the new avatars that Clistar made. Well, you'll only see the snail here. And then there's a couple others. Anyways, I'll hear the beeping and I'll go to that championship race. But Q2. Corey Kane, what's poppin'? Just saying hello, gotta go. Hope you have a good stream. Hey, thank you very much for stopping by and enjoy the night, man, or the day, wherever it is. All right. You're given an integer array nums and an integer digit. Return the total number of times digit appears in the decimal representation of all elements in nums. What? It's crazy. So, oh shit. Type Blazor time real quick. Too easy. 92 and 73. Very good. Got a proposal for a new Venus chamber in the works. What is a Venus chamber, man? Steven Sagball, you are correct. I just did that. Anyways, what are we doing? We are trying to do this. So if this digit, oh, there's 2 digits. So if this digit is equal to that digit, then we do that. So we should get 4 and 0. So that's 4 and that's 0. Man, what kind of Q2? That was like a Q1 kind of Q2. All right, Q3, minimum operations to transform array into alternating prime. You're given an integer array nums. An array is considered alternating prime if elements at even indices are prime numbers, elements at odd indices are non-prime numbers. In one operation, you may increment any element by 1. Return the minimum number of operations required to transform nums into an alternating prime array. Wait, what? Hold on. What are y'all talking about, man? Basically, because of the temperature of the environment emissivity spectra. What? Look weird on Venus. NASA has a few missions going there, so ground truth in the lab is helpful. Chamber will simulate those temperatures for an FTIR to observe some samples. Sounds like some sci-fi channel stuff, man. My friend keeps saying he doesn't get how something comes from nothing. Wait, what? Oh, do you believe in the Big Bang? Wait, what are y'all talking about? Big Bang. Big Bang Theory. Yeah, hey, Steven Sagball, I was thinking about this the other day, man. I don't know. I guess maybe some movie talked about some Big Bang or something, and I just started wondering about, dang, is that really how it went down? Or I wonder how it really went down, man. Anyways, it's wild to consider all the matter and energy in the universe could suddenly exist without cause, but the rules do comply, man. Do they? Anyways, let me think about this problem. So, elements at even indices are prime numbers. So prime numbers. Elements at odd are non-prime. Alternating prime array. So, what do we do? Do we just move them? All right, let me look at these constraints. Nums I is up to 100K. Should I just generate all the prime numbers? And then just look for like the closest non-prime. Well, maybe make a set of everything. I don't know. But so many people solved it, so it feels like I don't know if I'm overthinking or if there's some easier way to do that. Overfit, what's happening, man? Welcome to the party. Sir Lord Good, what's poppin'? I don't know what the big deal about space travel is, man. Space is trash. Wait, what? Wait, what are y'all talking? Y'all still talking about space stuff? Quantum blows my mind. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know much about quantum, man. James Webb Space Telescope. JWST, that's what that stands for. We've got to lock in. This conversation will not end. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Leet Whale. Have you guys heard about AI? What? Do you believe in Big Bang Theory? I don't know what else to believe. They don't give me another option. Like, it's the like, what else? You know, what are the other theories? I've never heard of anything else, man. Besides, like, the religious ones, I guess. Yeah. But has all of science converged on this theory? Or is there like some other theory out there that's, you know, out there? Anyways, I don't like anything with prime numbers, man. Maybe that's why I'm like hesitating to even do anything. String theory? What is string theory, man? I used to always see documentaries with that guy Michio Kaku or whatever his name is. Talking about string theory. But who knows what the hell string theory is. There aren't any other strong theories, more about how it was caused. 10th dimension? 10th dimension theory? Thought it's 11 dimensions, man. They're talking about 10? They took one dimension away or something? Subatomic particles are like strings whose vibrations determine what... Man, Leet Whale, you're right, man. Let me think about... Do I have to do a sieve of Eratosthenes here? Or what? Is that what they're asking me to implement right now? Because, is it just testing that? And then I iterate through this thing. Let me read the explanation here. At index 0 must be a prime. Yeah, so it's like, I'm thinking if we have the sieve of Eratosthenes on all the prime numbers, we can binary search those prime numbers. Like we do a lower bound. If we do a lower bound, then we just need to check. Or if we do an upper bound, yeah, we do an upper bound binary search on all of our prime numbers. And then we just check upper bound and upper bound minus 1. Like which one is closer. And then for non-prime numbers, we just check if it's prime. And then you just need to add 1 or minus 1 or something, right? All right, let me see if I can implement the dang sieve of Eratosthenes. Man, y'all still talking about space stuff? Anything interesting? Grand unification theory? This is physics, not space. What are you talking about? It's physics. Man. He keeps asking cool questions. Let me see one of these questions, man. My ex-friend was saying we aren't because we can't move freely in time. Kaku, that's the guy I was talking about, man. You think data centers in space will happen? I thought it's already happening, Overfit. Aren't they about to launch up some damn Intel Pentium 2 processors or something up there? Or some chips in space? And send back data through the Starlinks or something. All right, I gotta do this, man. So here we go. Prime. Sad we won't see planetary travel in our lifetime. Yeah. I wonder about what's out there all the time, man. All right, how do you do sieve? I don't remember. So maybe it's like a boolean of, I don't know, I'll go up to 100k or int max maybe. And then what? Oh, the primes. So, man, I'm trying to remember how to do this sieve. I don't know if you know this, but this is how Eratosthenes is pronounced. What is this, man?
Eratosthenes knew the distance between Alexandria and Syene.
Tosthenes. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
The distance between Alexandria and Syene. He knew it was 800 kilometers. He knew the circumference of the Earth, 360 degrees. Eratosthenes knew.
Eratosthenes. Enough stuff. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Eratosthenes. I'll just say it like that because that's how I can remember it. Enough stuff. 1 Prime. Thank you so much, man. Do you believe in aliens? Everybody believes in aliens, man. Maybe there's some hot girls in space? What are you talking about, Sir Lord Good? Hot girls on Earth? Why do you go to space? There's probably some aliens on space. Anyways. I'll just alright, here we go. How do you do that? Eratosthenes thing. So 2 is a prime number, and then you go up to the max. Do you go all the way to the max? Or is it like... Yeah, I want to just go all the way up to the max. I don't remember how to, but it's like, if, hold on. It's like, if this is false, then it's a prime number. Hold on. Or is it if it's true, then it's prime, then you turn everything else false. And then here you go from this to that. And then we can set these sieves or these things at J to false. So now we have our prime numbers, and then maybe we do some type of binary search thing. So they want the minimum operations. Man, you guys need to get a hotel room, man. Y'all still talking about TPing? Heck, what's going on? Talking about making portals? I was a physics major for a little. Do I have a minor in physics, man? I might have a minor in physics, but I don't remember. Anyways. Theoretically, there's a non-zero chance when you hit a table, your hand would teleport through it. Well, I don't know. I guess there's a non-zero chance. What am I trying to do? What was I doing last? I was about to iterate over all the elements in nums and then trying to find whether or not we need to do anything. So let's say at even indices, this is supposed to be a prime number. So maybe I also have a set of the primes. Or something. Or we could do we need the set? Maybe the dang... Maybe the sorted vector is enough if we did a lower bound. Yeah, maybe we don't need that. We can just do the lower bound, man. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Juicy Oscar wants some of that space talk too, man. What's happened, Juicy Oscar? He says, if there are a multiverse, then the amount of universes should be infinite, meaning that the non-zero chance that matter go through each other will happen finite times. Hey, what's happened? I'm doing all right. You guys are watching too many space documentaries today, man. I used to watch a lot of those, I don't even remember what they're called. They're documentaries, but I don't remember what the names of the documentaries were. I guess it used to have the Kaku guy and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Those were the main people back then. But I don't remember it, man. I used to love watching that stuff. It blows my mind. Do you want Bank Caesar or no? No, thank you. Bank Beyond, thank you for asking, though. Usually when I start struggling, like if I implement this sieve thing and it doesn't work, and then I get frustrated, I'll ask if anybody has any ideas before I go look at some answers, you know. But I like to try and solve them myself, if I can, you know. All right, so at even indices, it should be a prime. So then if I do like lower bounds on nums I. So lower bound is going to find the first element that is greater than or equal to the target. So we're looking for the first number that's greater than or equal to the prime number. And then we can be like, if, how do you say? So if we found something and that value is equal to this, that means it's already a prime number and we don't need to do anything. But if it's not, then we gotta do something, but I'm not sure what yet. We gotta figure out like the distance between this, either the prime number above or below it. So this number here, if it's not the prime, it should already be above it. So the one above is that, and then the one below would be the iterator before that. But I don't know. There's probably some nice clean way to do this, but I don't know how to do that clean code, man. So I'm about to do some real primitive if else. So I'll say if it's equal to the end, what does that mean? That means, wait, what am I doing? That means nothing is larger, and the closest thing must be it minus 1. So it would be nums I minus, I don't know, how do you do that, man? Can I just minus 1 like that? Or do I have to make some silly things like this? So I'll say lower or previous and next. This is like to save the values of the diff between the previous prime and the next prime. So this one was a previous, right? So wait. Maybe I should just say. All right, so then if this is not that, that means it found a number that's bigger than our target. So that number is a prime number. All right, previous. Hold on. Let me just do this again. Small, and then larger or something large. This is super primitive stuff. So this is gonna be the same. And next would be like that. And then the distance would be the minimum of previous and next, perhaps. If you're dereferencing, anyways, you can use vector.back. Oh, I see black deep. That's crazy. That's crazy intuition. I like it. So we don't need junk like that. Wait. Oh wait, this is probably wrong because this is already the large one too. So maybe I don't need to increment that. Wait. Let me think. I'm confusing myself. What would you be if you couldn't be a Swede? I don't know, man. Maybe I'd sell fried chicken or hot dogs or something. Mechanical engineer? No. I definitely not mechanical engineer. Those guys don't get paid, man. Do they? I don't know. Depends. I think my time to be a mechanical engineer has already come and gone. Wait, LeetWhale says, I recommend rereading the problem. Hold on. Tell me I'm doing something silly. Non-prime. In one operation, you may increment any increment only. I see what you're saying, LeetWhale. I thought it said you could like increment, decrement. I don't know why I thought that. But I'm thinking of like the previous one and the next one as well. All right, so should I just erase this then? So I do the lower bound, and if it's the same, we don't need to add nothing because it's already a prime. But if it's not, then I guess we check if it's that. Oh, snap. If it's that, then we need like the next prime number. So perhaps we need to go further than the maximum. But I don't know. I don't know how much of a, should I just do like 2 times the max? Will that always catch the next prime number? Hopefully. I'm gonna just do 2 times max and see what happens, man. 3? I'm gonna do 2 for now. Right? I think so. Saying this should never happen. And then I should just say, it should be this minus that. And then this one is just gonna be the same thing, man. So should I always just do this regardless of if it's indexed or not? And then if it's a prime, you probably just add 1 to it and it's not a prime anymore, right? All right, let me see about that. It might be too slow, or hold up. What is going on, man? 8, 16. Yeah, that must have been a prime. Let me think why it's messing up. Maybe like this thing is wrong or something. Oh, right here. So I should get 2, but I get 3. I should get 6. I mean, I should get 0, but I get 6. 4 and 4 is 1. 6. Alright. I'm trying to debug with my eyeballs, but maybe I'll start putting in some C outs because I don't know what I'm doing. Lower bound sounds alright. Let's see what the hell is going on. So 1, oh wait. Okay, 1 should be 2. So that's 1 point. And then oh, index 1 must be a non-prime. So that's 2 operations actually, even though I say it's... So this is wrong already. Index, this is already a prime. So wait, how the hell? Oh, it's wrong because of that, this part. And then in these, I'm guessing, crazy talk, man. What is that? So numSI is 9. Isn't 5 a prime number, man? Why wouldn't 5 pop up right here? Embarrassing how terrible I am at prime numbers. Maybe my sieve is incorrect, you know? Nah, but look at that. How did my sieve skip stuff? But here it caught them. Oh, why is that? Alright, my sieve is wrong for sure. That's the problem, man. Why is it wrong though? Two, 3, 5. Like, oh, wait. It's wrong because of this thing right here too, man. Jesus Christ. Right? Feel like something's going on and I can't figure it out. Something funky is happening. Wait, J. Oh, right. Come on. It's supposed to be J plus equal to I. Jesus. Man, I'm sorry. My sieve is so weak. But we still got problems, man. Still got problems right here. And it's supposed to be 3, and I only get 2. Hey, Pixel Pusher, what's happening? Welcome. Wait, what are y'all saying? Chicken Fryer gets paid? Hey, you know that the Raising Cane's dude is a billionaire, man. One of the fastest to $1 billion ever, they say. He's just a chicken fryer. what am I looking at? So we add 1. Oh, the bug was, I forgot this one here. So if it's, is this an edge case? Like, where was it? It's 2. So this is not supposed to be a prime. So I'll just say it, man. If add 1 more extra just for 2. All right, should I submit that and see what's up? Feel it's a pretty sloppy solution. Maybe it took me a while to get here because I misread the problem. But I'm gonna submit and see what happens. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess it could go crazy. Maybe I didn't think too much about that. Do I just say continue? How do I copy that test case? Use test case. Should I submit one more time? Overflowed now, man. Come on. How are they gonna do me like that? Should I just wait? Let me think about some stuff real quick. Wait, what are y'all talking about? Why is the sieve starting at I times I? Oh yeah, you guys did an explanation. So because if you already hit I and then you multiply it out, you're gonna hit all those things in the previous ones already. I think it's just like a small optimization that you don't need to hit. You don't need to start from I. Because I don't even know where I saw it. I just saw somebody do this. Maybe it was from Chi Chi Impact that taught me that. And chat as well. Wait, there's another big optimization that can be added. Wait, if the size of the sieve vector is 2 times max and j can be equal to 2 times max, you're out of bounds. Right. But wait, I'm overflowing here because I suppose these could get really large. But I shouldn't. I should just need 1 right there, and then let me use that test case. Still overflows because these overflow. Should I send that again, man? I feel like I'm just so many wrong submissions. Not great. I'm gonna do it. Phew. Wait, 1 LLI times I. That's a good way to do it, I guess. All right, time for a lesson on sieves by the Grandmaster himself. There's always a prime between x and 2x. So yeah, doing max 2 is good. You didn't need to do lower bound. Primes are super dense in this range. So even if you just do nums I++ until it's prime, it will work. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. In my mind, I think prime numbers are so scarce and stuff. But from rolling dice on this stream, I've learned that it's not they're not that rare because we used to do the dice rolls, and if all the sum of the dice equals a prime number, I've seen that happen so many times, and it turns out it's like 1 in 4 chance. So I guess what you're saying is, it's like you don't have to probably go 10 times to find a prime number. It's just like you iterate 4 times and it's there. When was the last time you rolled dice? It's been a long time, man. All right, hey, Pixel Pusher, you're telling me on some other optimization. What was that? See, works in this case. Hey, I don't know what to say to tell you that there's a proof that this works, man, but I'm gonna tell you, it works, and it's a common technique that a lot of these competitive programmers use. I'm sure you can find some type of math proof out there, though. But I've tried it with a few different cases, and it works for sure when I see it. Anyways, that's Q3 in that one. This is, I think it's basically just checking our sieve, right? If you know that technique. All right, what's next? We just watched Sam fix his bounds error by adding +4. Yeah, we don't really worry too much about these proof things out here, man. But I'm sure some people in here could definitely give you the proof. But I think maybe they're not going to want to do all that, man. Because it's pretty, I wouldn't say common knowledge, but maybe something like that. Should I try Q4? Yeah, look how many people got it right. I have a chance. Maximum value of concatenated binary segments. You're given 2 integer arrays, nums1 and num0. Wait, send my solution? Hold up. Trying to test something. All right. Can you read these solutions? Because it has a weekly contest link on it. I'm not sure. Yeah, nice. All right, here we go, Q4. You're given 2 integer arrays, nums1 and num0, each of size n. nums1I represents the number of ones in the ith segment. num0I represents the number of zeros in the ith segment. For each index I, construct a binary segment consisting of nums1I occurrences of ones followed by num0I occurrences of zeros. You may rearrange the order of these segments in any way. After rearranging, concatenate all segments to form a single binary string. Return the maximum possible integer value of the concatenated binary string. Since the results can be very large, return mod prime. What? I don't understand what they're saying, but nums1, num0. So this is saying at index 0, what? For each index I, construct a binary segment with nums1I occurrence of 1. Okay, I see. Return the maximum possible integer value. So do we zip them up and then sort them? Or what? Why wouldn't I do that, man? Like reverse sort them. 3 1s. Anyways, let me try. So, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Nums 1, I, nums 0, I. But maybe they're also saying I should reverse sort them. Is that the trick that you do? So the smallest ones are, yeah. And then what? And then we just make the number like that. But then I have to do the mod thing, man. Wait, actually, I should sort them from, let me think. I want to go from right to left. So I should sort them where the smallest nums 1 is on the left side, followed by the largest num 0 on the left side. So yeah, like that. Right? And then I guess we can calculate what it is based on the set bits that we're at. All right, now we're at bit 0. So the first thing we do is go through the zeros. And that would be things I dot second. And then we want to go through the ones. Iterating through each of these bits. And now we got to add, it's like ants equal plus, oh shit. Is this a mod pow problem, man? I don't know mod pow, man. Wait, let me read. The total sum of all elements in nums1 and nums2 does not exceed 200,000. I feel like I need mod power for this, but LeetWhale says I can solve it, but I don't know if LeetWhale knows that I don't know mod power. You don't need that? Okay. Alright, let me think a little bit more. Wait, let me read the problem again. A single binary string. Return the maximum possible integer value of the concatenated binary string. So I'm like trying to iterate through these things, and if the bit is set, wait, with what Don't Defense says, you can get a 10 millisecond solution. What was my own? The binary search was like 100. Dang, that's crazy. It's crazy. You just plus until you reach it. But maybe mine was 100 because I was also constructing the sieve every single time, unless you modified mine as well, you know. So maybe it was about 30 to 40. I see. Huh. Cool experiment. Alright, LeetWhale says we don't need that. And we don't need that because I can just say something like that. Hold on, man. Wait, oh shit, what am I doing? J equals 0, J less than... What am I doing, man? This is what I'm trying to do. So I don't care about the bit here, I just care about the actual bit value. I think if I do it like this, maybe I don't need mod power. But hold up. Let me change that up a little bit right here. 28. 240. Why am I getting double? Let me think. Why am I getting double? Is it because triggering it twice somewhere? Should I just return this divided by 2? That's not chill though, man. Because what if it gets modded? I don't like that. I'd like to figure out like why my thing is off. Should I just wait? I said I'd like to figure out why it's off, but then I'm here wondering if I should just do something like that. No, that messed up everything. So trying to see what am I doing, man? Why am I getting double? I feel like my bit value is probably like shifted one ahead. That's like what I'm feeling. So maybe this one I just do up to -1 or something. $14. Should I send that? Sack where? What's happened? Already solved today's hard task? Is there a new daily problem out? Oh, I have not done it. I did the one yesterday. I haven't done this one. I was trying to do Q4 on the bi-weekly, but maybe I'll take a look at this one after. But championship race starts in less than 2 minutes. What's happening, Q? How are you doing? All right, let me think about which problem is it? This one. Just got home trying to decide if I want to do contest tonight. When's the last time you did a contest, Q? Two weeks ago. I don't know. All right, 40 seconds until the championship race. Ricky Wong, Oscar Archer, Q Ultimus, Clistar. So Nums won. Oh, maybe. Oh, shit. Maybe. Maybe my solution is just wrong. Dang, Q. You got me sweating out here, man. About to take my second place. MacBook L. Dang, you're on the MacBook 112 only, huh? Yeah, that passage was tough. Lots of capitals and stuff. I want to rage quit from all those capitals. Hey, Pixel Pusher sounds like he's only cruising on the highway. You're like a drag racer, like a, drag racing only. Any corners in the racetrack, it's game over, man. Can only race in a straight line. Once there's punctuation and weird stuff, forget about it. Now I think about it, it might have been 3 weeks. Yeah, it's been like a year since I've done a contest live. Alright, so I'm thinking that maybe the way we sort them is wrong. And it's not so simple to just zip them up and sort them. I think we gotta do something a little bit more interesting. Maybe some type of I don't know. I feel like it's some type of greedy. I just like figuring out the best way to do that. So maybe if we have like a bunch of zeros, maybe it's like the total number. We should put the total number of things first instead of just sorting by like however I did it. I think so. Because this one, yeah, we have this many things. Oh yeah, that's what we gotta check. We gotta check which one is gonna be bigger. This value. Wait. This value plus those zeros. Or something. 10-foot screws. How did the LeetCode go? LeetCode is going on right now for me. Trying to do this contest was this morning. I didn't do it, but I'm doing the virtual right now, where you pretend like you were doing it when it came out. Kind of pretending. Alright, so I still think I gotta zip them up. But now I don't know how I need to sort them. Do you have to be super good for the contest? No, I think you should take the LeetCode contest if you want to learn algorithms, or if you're looking for a job and you're preparing for interviews. I think that's who should be taking the contest. It's for practice, so that you can practice on like problems that you haven't seen before in a timed environment and under pressure. So it helps you to focus a little bit more, and I think it's probably the closest thing to simulating what a real interview loop would probably be. It's taking that LeetCode contest. Jake Castile, what's happened? But the problems are difficult, so I don't think you have to solve everything on the LeetCode contest. I've never been able to solve all the problems on a consistent basis. But I still take it, you know. The first problem you should be able to do without any crazy algorithm training. The second problem gets a little bit more challenging. The third problem, I think you have to have good knowledge to solve the third problem. And the fourth problem is like extra credit hard. So the way I sorted it would have gone from this one, then that one. But they're saying it's better if we put 10,000 zeros first. So maybe we sort. Dang, how do we sort? Do we sort by the biggest zeros? The most amount of zeros first. Or maybe we sort by the biggest chunks first. Like, I feel like it's a dang sorting problem, man. Where you just gotta figure out how the hell we're gonna sort the thing. I'm gonna try a few different things. Oh, Brent, what's happening? Your correct, is just sorting. Yeah, I feel for sure it must be a greedy problem. So I'm going to try a few different sorts. And I can link my old submission. Ooh. Well, it ain't like this, that's for sure. Let me see, how can I link it? Maybe my bit value is off as well. Because I skip like the first one sometimes. So I don't want to hit that like the first time, you know. It's getting weird, my code. And then, like, everything is still wrong, man. Wait, those two are right. But this one's supposed to be something and it's way out of bounds. So just try some random things, man. That's, oh, look at that. One sign is all we needed to change. But now, another one broke. So that's telling me sometimes we want to do it this way, sometimes we might want to do it that way. Hey, Hector, HSC, thank you very much. Thank you very much for those bits. Alright, so when I did it, let me try and see if I can come up with a solution here. So this answer is right when I'm sorting it by this way, like reverse sorting it. So that means we process this one first, but then it breaks example 2, this one, probably because there's a 0 there. So we want to put, no. Maybe we want to put all those at the front or something. All at the back. or last. Because it would be silly to have this one go first. Maybe it's like sorting by the diff. If you sort by the diff, you want like the most difference between, like you want the one with like more zeros to go first, perhaps. Let me try some diff sorting then. Don't defense, type blazer. Word one, like dictionary. Hold on. I don't know which way. I'm just trying random ways here. Does it mean hardcore? What it ain't? Wait, it ain't that way. Let me try that way. Whew. Nah, it ain't diff either, man. So this one, oh jeez. All right, let's do the type blazer thing. Dictionary, word one, 25 words, top 500, no hardcore. Wait. YouTube, my bad. Late to live, is this first question you are solving? No, this is the fourth question on the bi-weekly virtual I was solving. All right, here we go, man. You guys like my new avatar? No practice? Wait. This is practice. Missed the start and still whooped everybody. Can we do another? Yeah, we'll do another, man. Dang, everybody got, well, Q, what happened? Longer. All right, longer. Oh, jeez. 50 words. Is this in league? No, league is not working yet, man. Well, you want to do it in the league? We can. Let's test it out. So, I think it might be working, man. It was working perfectly? Nah. Was it? Alright, let's try it out, man. Let's try it out. My bad. This is the real deal. No practice, nothing, man. This is in our league. But wait, please make it show the passive and countdown is Act 3. Hey, Pixel Pusher, I tried to do that the other day, and a lot of bad things happened. I had to revert the whole thing, man. So many bad things happened. So, I'm going to try. You need to make something so that regression... Yeah, obviously it would be nice. And I wouldn't like any regressions, but... I don't know how to do that yet. I've been adding a lot more testing, but I don't think my testing is still too good. Oh, dang. That's a long one. Tell the AI no regressions. Yeah. You will was 10x more time if you keep having regressions. Yes, I realize this. Missed the last lesser. Dang. So like, man, don't defense the last week basically, maybe even the last 2 weeks has been nothing but adding infrastructure to prevent regressions, you know. People are talking that Claude is nerfing its current models intentionally because the new ones keeps advertising as too dangerous. Yeah, I mean, I think it's everybody knows that something's been up lately. People have been reporting, dang, Pixel Pusher 186. I just saw that, man. It's crazy. But I'm not surprised because that was the drag strip. And you got the drag car race or whatever. The funny cars. What do they call them? Alright, that was in the league championship. Was it? Yes. But man, this leaderboard is still in this testing season. The dragster. Yeah, it's like you only ride on the what do they call them, man? The groomed runs when you're snowboarding or skiing. You don't go for that, none of that backcountry stuff. Yo, wait, what was I talking about? I read somewhere some article saying AMD just put out a paper that said Claude has been acting up lately, like regressions in performance for sure. And not only that, but you get a dumber Claude during business hours in the US. It got me thinking maybe I should actually not stream during business hours and just go sleep or something and then do all my working stuff like off peak hours when they're not using the compute, you know, and the thing is smarter. Michael Sarfo, what's poppin', man? How you doing? Anyways, back to this Q4 that I can't solve. Been trying some different sorting things. I tried some diffs, but I don't know if the diff thing is the answer. Maybe it's like some weird custom thing. Do you try examples? Let me see. Working like by hands. No, I didn't do it by hands. I should. Let's bust out the old ASCII. Multi-line comments. Here we go. So we got 1, 0, and we got 1, 1, 0. So that's example 1. Let me put these bit positions in as well. Man, I always like to do them like this. Should I do them? Oh, geez. 32, 16. All right, these are my bits, I guess. So either it's gonna be up to 5, right? 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, or 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Wait, isn't it 0, 1? Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right, because there's no dang zeros in that last one. So shit. Let me redo it. It's either 1, 0, 1, 1, or 1, 1, 0, 1. How do I know which one is bigger? think you can just look at the binary without turning to. Wait, 1 1. I'm silly, man. Hey, I don't know what is going on with me today. Yeah, so I guess. But how do you know which one is going to be nicer? They all have the same set bits. So it's like the first time you see a mismatch, that one is bigger. Because all these numbers will be smaller than this one, even if they're all set. And then this will have to set more. I don't know yet. Originally, I had sorted it by the number of nums ones. But I don't think that is the case because of this edge case where they give you so many zeros where it's like you should probably put that one first and then this one or like this one on the right side and this one on the left side. But anyways, let me look at. Oh, do we just put the one? I don't know, man. Which one do we put first? All right, let's look at example 2 real quick. So they give us, I'm gonna erase these. 1 1 1, and then we have 1 0 0 0. So a total of 7 things. So do we need more here? It's either gonna be 1 1. Wait. 1 1 1 1 0 0 0, or I don't know, man. I mean, clearly this one is bigger. It's like we gotta get the zeros in there first. As many zeros as possible. So you just sort by biggest zeros. But then if I did that, biggest zeros on the back. Did I try that, man? How would I do that? It would be biggest zeros on the back. Oh, I flip them like that, huh? Try to just put them normal, and then that way I can know. So this one is, I don't know what to do, man. I can't figure this one out. Yeah, I'll take a hint for sure. Like, I feel like I've thought about all the ways to sort. What if a segment has no zeros? Are you saying I have to like put that first? If it has no zeros, I want those last. Like, I don't want them anywhere near the front or like, you know, the right side. I want those to be the furthest left. So closest to the significant bits as possible. That's what I can be sure of. Are you going right to left or left to right? Most significant bit to the left. Least significant bit to the right. I visualize it just like how I write them out here. I guess just like regular binary. So I would want, if a segment has no zeros, I want it as far left as possible. I think. It seems right. Oh, when you build a number in your loops, I'm going from least significant to most significant. And then I'm going, these are my zeros. Maybe my implementation is wrong. And these are my ones. This is kind of an easy problem when you're doing the right idea and your direction is good, but this is such a shit problem. Man, I feel like there's some trick or some observation or something. Like, clearly, there's some edge cases where, I mean, I think it's greedy. I think it's just, or some type of sorting, right? Because I don't think we try every combination or something crazy like that. I think the constraints are too big. And then this tells me that maybe it's okay to just iterate like this over the things. But man, there's so many zeros. All right, I'd probably want to try and put the zeros in the beginning as well. So that's what I'm trying to like say. Maybe we sort by how many zeros, but maybe not. I didn't even read the total sum of all elements does not exceed 200k. I saw without actually caring about how big they are. Well, I can't solve it yet, but hold on. In your loops, the thing you do earlier multiplied. Wait. The things you do earlier are multiplied by 2 the most times. Hold on, Brett. Let me read that one more time. In my loops, the things I'm doing earlier are multiplied by 2 most of the times. Now I'm going from all right, maybe my code is real bad. So I zip them up. I sort them somehow. And then I'm iterating through them. And I'm imagining that I equals 0 is the least significant bit with a bit value of 1. And second are my zeros. And this part is weird. I'm saying because my bit value is 1, I don't want to like multiply my bit value by 2 and then I get like everything is shifted. So that's why I do this weird thing here. It's kind of, I don't even know. I was guessing all my answers multiplied by 2. But wait, Brett, I don't know what you're asking though. So then here I do it again and I'm iterating through like how many ones we're supposed to have. In our pair. And then I guess it continues from this. Change the bit value and multiply by 2, and then all of these are set, so I add it to the answer, and this is like my number. I'm assuming you just sort the thing some certain way, and then you'll get the right, like, biggest number that you can create. But man, oh, nums1 plus num0 is greater than 0, it says. All right. What could it be, man? Pixel Pusher, thank you very much for the hydrate. Any tips for Claude Code? Learn how to use get work trees. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's my biggest tip for parallel working. All right, I'm about to give up on this problem, man. So you need to figure out what's important for sorting. Yeah, I've been trying to figure that one out, Leet Whale. But I don't know what is important. So, wait, what? Go get a work tree. Smile if you're interested. Yeah, I'm interested. I didn't see if your code post sorting is correct. But after you get the sorting, you get everything. Alright, what's the sorting, man? Just gotta tell me. I don't know what the sorting is. I tried a few different sorts. And everything. Maybe, yeah, maybe my implementation to calculate the thing is also wrong. But who knows? Wait, Pixel Pusher, what are you saying, man? 9-0? Oh, my walls are about to fell. I thought that was like the secret way to sort. Alright, let's see. Uh-oh. Man. What am I reading? What does this mean? So this is like how you sort? I can't read it, man. So if we have no ones, oh, num0. So if, interesting. I think I see what you're saying. So you're saying I just have to be like, I don't know which way is which, left or right. I always get these things confused, man. But I know this is my number of zeros. See, wait, let me look. I'm trying to read Python, but I don't know how to read Python. No zeros comes first. Brett is trolling? No, Brett's not trolling, man. Wait, just because he said that, I'm gonna show you I can read it. I already read it, man. Come on. It says, here's the key. I don't know what this says, but I can see if num0 is 0, then we want, this is like, it comes first. Negative infinity is 0. Then x, it's like we reset what x is equal to. But if it's not 0, then we want the largest reverse sort on the number of ones. Let me think about that. So if we have a wait, I can't read it, man. But I have an idea of what it says. I just can't read it word for word. All right, no zeros come first. I picked that one up, at least. The no zeros part. Then decreasing by ones and increasing by zeros. Okay. I got the gist of it, man. I just wasn't sure, you know? If it has both ones and zeros, put the one with more ones. If ones are equal, put the ones with the less zeros. Hold on. 1997 NSX, what's happening? Hey, do you have strats on how to get good at LeetCode for interviews? I mean, I don't have any crazy special moves or anything. Actually, I do. The one thing that worked for me was streaming my studies on Twitch, man. That got me good because I not only practice algorithms, but I also practice trying to speak and explain my thought process to other people, which is probably, I mean, one of the most important things in the interview is like how well you can communicate your ideas. So if you're just practicing alone in silence, yeah, that might work if you get really good, but you also might get nervous or maybe you don't know how to articulate your thoughts well, and you don't know that until you try. But if you do it on Twitch, man, you do it way more than other candidates, and I think you will stand out, like, if you practice enough. But besides that, you just study what everyone else is studying. You can also just record yourself talking like there's an audience. I've done that. Yeah, I guess you can record yourself. But man, you also get to connect with a community if you do it on Twitch or wherever, YouTube, I suppose. But I think Twitch is better for LeetCode streaming. Yeah, that is a nice car for sure. I used to always try and buy them in Gran Turismo. I'm just starting from scratch again because it's been a minute since I LeetCoded. Yeah, well, next time that you do it, or the second time that you do it, it should be a lot easier than the first time. Wait, left-hand side. I don't know. Do I return true here? I think. Otherwise, we do decrease. So max ones first. Wait, maybe I don't need to do all this, man. Maybe I just do this. No, I've already defined the custom thing, so I gotta do it, man. So if these are equal, then we do it by the 0 value. And you say we want those with the largest zeros first. Otherwise, no, wait, largest zeros first? Smallest zeros first. All right, I think that's the sorting. Let's see if this thing is right. Nah, it's not right, man. Wait, I actually don't know if my sort is good because I'm doing some weird things. Hold on. Let me let me read what y'all saying one more time, man. No zeros come first. So how do I do that? Decreasing by ones and increasing by zeros. I think that's how I have them. But I'm not sure, man. I can't believe I can't even put in a sort. So what did you do, Brett? You did like something like that. I actually don't know how these sort things work with the left-hand side, right-hand side thing. Are you in a warehouse? I'm not in a warehouse. I'm in my basement. Just do everything super explicit. If that, return false. Yeah, I think I tried that. But then returning false would make sure it's like closer to the front, right? Or returning true? I don't know. Return true if left-hand side comes before right-hand side. Yeah, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Zone defense. Oh. I mean, maybe I just have like, maybe I should do explicitly say First is the number of ones. Do I want it like that? Wait. Hold on, let me look one more time. Alright, what's your second? These are your zeros. And this is your first. So if the firsts are equal, less than. I swear, this is what I have, man. I guess I don't have this one. Because. Right. It's crazy. All right, so, you know, maybe there's something wrong with whatever I'm doing in here then. Maybe there's like some other bug. Wait, print the order after that, after the sort, so we verify. Yeah. There's a bug down there. I think for sure there must be a bug in here, man. But I can't. All right. This is going from least left to right. Left, I guess, would be the most least significant here. And I'm trying to first go through the zeros. Let me get rid of this, man. This is like weird. Can I just be like, wait, times 2 plus 1? No, wait. I might have to keep it there. I don't know. Maybe I should just move on, guys. I can't do it. It ain't happening tonight. If you move on, I'm sad. I'm tired of this problem, man. Alright, let me think about what the heck I'm doing. These are the zeros. I'm trying to get the bit value for each of these things as I'm going. Put the ones first. Are you sure? Then maybe this should be reversed. No, because, all right. Because if the zeros come after the ones, but here I'm thinking of like, is that what's going on? What mic do you use? MKH416. You should realize your loops are most significant to least significant. What do you mean? You have zeros and ones backwards. Did you know Papua New Guinea has the highest linguistic diversity of any country on Earth? Wait, is that a Type Blazer thing? I didn't know that. All right, maybe I'm tripping myself out because the way I'm envisioning things here is like, let's say we have these things. These are our segments. Then they actually look like that. But I wanted to sort them so that it's like, oh, no. So how is it sorting them, first of all? This one is saying if there's any zeros, put the... All right, I'm just going to do it, man. Maybe I'm just tripping myself out too much. But then this first value thing is going to mess with it. I don't know, man. You guys are confusing me now. Just always multiply by 2? I swear, I am so confused about this problem now. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, am I Trini? No, I'm not Trini. I'm from Jamaica. Like, this ain't right, man. All right, my bit value is not my answer. My bit value is like the value of the bit at that position. And I'm like doing the weird mod thing to figure out what it is, you know? So if you're saying I gotta do my ones first. All right, if I do it at 0 initially, and just do plus bit value. I don't see how that works, man. So this gets it from 0 to 1, but then what? Are you saying like do it down there? So you times it by 2 and you add 1. No, you're not adding 1. So what are you talking about? Don't defense. That doesn't... Hold on. What is this? Am I tripping or what? Think about 1. Times 2, shift everything to the left. Yeah, I get that. Plus 1, add the 1 bit. All right. Going from left to right, think about this. 10110. Roger Gasmas, what's happening? Welcome. I'm learning about bits because they're confusing me in this problem. First you add 1. Now you want to add 0. Multiply by 2. Yes. Oh. I see. All right. I see clearly everything that's happening now. But my mind was swapped. How I was trying to implement, man. I wasn't trying to go. I had a revelation. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. So you're saying, you're saying we're going left to right, but this whole time I'm thinking of like going right to left this way. That's why I did my zeros first, you know. I'm thinking about going this way, so I'm processing my zeros first. Even though I'm going left to right, I was trying to sort it in a way such that it's reversed. But how this is, it's sorting it this way, and we're going that way. So we start with our value, our answer, as 0. And if we see a set bit, we add 1. And then we shift it every time we go here. Now we shift it to the right, so we multiply it by 2, because 1, 0, that would be 2 in binary. So if it's a 0, we don't do anything except we shift it again to the right. So now 1, 0, 0, this answer becomes, that's a 4. And then there's a 1, so now it's a 5. And that's 1, 0, 1. Binary is 5. That's what we're doing. So I wasn't thinking of going left to right in that way. So I was confused. You know, I was thinking more least significant. If we see a 0, and I was trying to like keep my bit value of like this is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 or whatever. I was trying to keep that as my bit value and then calculate that as we're going right to left. And then if it's a 1, I just add whatever bit value we're at to the answer. That's what I was doing. But anyways, thank you very much, everybody. Don't Defense, Brett, Pixel Pusher. I think that problem was a little bit weird. Hepta 5, what's happening? Don't Defense is the Vato, yeah. Dame Gasolina, what you talking about, man? We got Type Blazer, 10 seconds. What? We got lots of seconds. CRM stock is crashing. Man, we got championship race in 38 seconds. I had an offer from ServiceNow. Hey, maybe you might get rich. Like if it's based on the stock price of your join date. Or maybe you might go broke. Dang, it's crazy. Cannot join lobby? Wait, Ricky Wong. Shake my head, my head. You gotta, I'm gonna try and fix them things, man. Dang, don't Defense 115 miles per hour. My internet hella died. It's crazy. Rare wicked Ricky W or 0 WPM. The keyboard has a good voice, thank you. Easy as Blaze coins, Blazer bucks, man. R.I.P. Ricky Wong. Internet dead, huh? Or something. 59. I'm stuck in an infinite loop of open in another tab, use this tab instead. Oh no, like even if you close out all the tabs. Maybe we have to wait until this race dies or something. Root cause is internet died during countdown. Alright, I'm gonna have to document that bug, man. That's like a nice edge case. Cat's a bear. Oh dang, I didn't see you. Right on my tail. Really? Like if I had made one more mistake, you'd have gotten my ass, man. Anyways, look at that. Don't defense. The dang championship race champion. Dang, everybody's dusting me on the daily. Kettle, Oscar, Stephen LF. Come on, man. At least I got Spoopdy. Alright, what are we doing now? I just spent so long on that Q4, that sorting issue. I don't think that was very good use of my time for algorithms. No, it was good because now I realize how to do left to right counting. Even though maybe I didn't know how to do that, but I haven't done it in a long time. I usually go right to left, you know, when I'm counting my binary stuff. Alright. Man, the contest is in 26 minutes. Got time for the daily? Wait, which daily? The new daily? Like LeetCode daily? Or are you talking about Type Blazer daily? Let's see. Minimum distance to type a word using 2 fingers. Hard problem. I don't know, man. I'll read it and I'll see. Alright, you have a keyboard layout as shown above in the XY plane where each English uppercase letter is located at some coordinate. For example, the letter A is coordinate 0, 0, the letter B is located at coordinate 0, 1, letter P, and blah blah blah. Given the string word, return the minimum total distance to type such string using only 2 fingers. The distance between those coordinates. Huh. Initial positions of your 2 fingers are considered free, so do not count toward their total distance. Interesting problem. So clearly we have we have 300 characters and we need to find 2 starting positions for our fingers that will result in the best answer. I don't know how to do it. And alright, I'm thinking to n squared, they say, I guess this is our grid and it doesn't change. Man, that means I gotta type that grid out. So I'd probably just n squared on that, which letters they start on. And then at each index is take it or leave it. It's either you move your left finger there or your right finger there. And then you just take the minimum at the end. That's what I'm thinking. And you cache it. But do I want to implement that? Ugh, I don't know. I guess I'll try. Should I try? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, should I actually build this, or should I use programming and do it? Let's see. Vector, vector, int. I don't even know if we actually need it though, right? So it's gonna be of size. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and 6 characters wide. Layout. What is this layout, man? It's gonna be A plus I. So what I'm saying is maybe we calculate the Manhattan distance to each, from every letter to every letter. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do this pixel pusher. My brain is not working too much right now. I think I can do it though. I think what I describe is how I'd probably try and implement. You already got it, honestly? Yeah, I feel like I can do it, man. I'm just not in the mood. I've been lazy today. So, alright. I'm not sure if we choose those starting positions and then maybe we can already map the Manhattan distance out every pairs, because there's only 26 characters. There was 26 times 26, man. Not that much. Easy. So we can have all the distances to every character from every character, and then it's just take it or leave it. So you need get work tree to have them working on different branches at the same time. Do you do feature branches? Yeah, for sure. That's why you need the work trees, man. They need... So if you want your agents to work on things in parallel, you're gonna need work trees. But I guess if you only want run one agent at a time, you don't have to worry about that. Do you run into merge conflicts? Not very often. But if I do, I just tell the agents to figure it out. Do you know about Coding Jesus? And if so, what do you think about his content? I know the name, never seen any of his content. I don't really watch too much YouTube or anything, man. Anyways. Yeah, I gotta go, man. I guess usually I do a bomb party, but I don't know if I have time for a bomb party tonight, man. Maybe another time. Hey, but I've been thinking about my streaming times again. On not my algorithm stream times, but my vibe coding type blazer, algo blazer stream times. I don't know if I want to switch up my schedule. So guess I'm undecided on that. So maybe I'll just see y'all on Monday, man. Who's streaming? Anybody doing the contest? Pat don't stream no more. Chi doesn't do contest stuff anymore. Nobody does LeetCode stuff anymore, man. We need a new wave of LeetCode streamers. You know, new people who are like hungry to join Fang and like grinding LeetCode. I feel like we haven't seen one of those in a while. Anyways, let me find somebody to raid. I don't know, man. We might not even raid anybody. There's like nobody on. No LeetCoders. Might raid. We gotta raid somebody, man. Game dev. I'll probably start in the future. However, I'm using Catis right now, if you know about it. Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't done it myself, though. Yeah, I think streaming your LeetCode journey is a very good idea, but maybe I'm a little bit biased. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna go raid C+C. I don't know what that means. No, Spanish. We need some English up in here. I don't know, man. AI research. I might do a rare end stream without a raid. Problem is, if I start streaming, then I can't watch your streams. No, I don't stream that often, man. Anyways, I gotta go. Good luck if you're taking the LeetCode contest. Anybody on YouTube who's watching, see you later. Thank you for tuning in. Steven Sagball, Juicy Oscar. Adios. Good luck if you're taking the LeetCode contest. Pixel Pusher, Ricky Wong, Hepta5, Cancel Bear. Have a good night. Don't Defense. See you later. Thank you very much for all that help. Roger Gasmas. Brett, have a good night. Thank you for helping. Good luck on the contest if everyone's taking it. 1997 NSX. Take care. Vermeil. Adios. Stephen LF, aka Vermeil. Leet Whale. Everybody, man. Juicy Oscar again. See you on championship race or something. That's it. That's all, guys. Hey, did I raid? Oh, I'm waiting for the raid to happen, but then I said I'm not raiding anybody. I'm just gonna end stream.